afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the regular meeting of the Wilson County Commissioners Court. Today's date is Monday, April 13th, 2026, and the time is 9:00 a.m. Before we call this meeting, proceed with our agenda items on the meeting, we're going to have our prayer by Elder Adrian Brown, and then our pledges, and then we go back to the agenda.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you again for another day. We thank you for the rain that you have provided for us. We can always use more, but Lord, we'll be grateful for what you've given to us. Guide and direct the proceedings here. We want to thank you and praise you again. You watch care over us, and again, be with us, each one here. And we ask for your Holy Spirit to guide in all things. We pray in your name. Amen.
Let the minutes reflect that we do have a quorum and that Commissioner Martin is absent today. We move to public comment. Agenda item number 4, certificates of completion, awards, and bond. We have a CJIS completion form for Georgina Lita, for security and privacy general rule. Let those be entered into the minutes. Agenda item number 5 are county extension activity reports. Is anybody here from AgriLife? None? Okay, Commissioners, I'll let you look that over for a minute. All right, we move to agenda item number 6. We have Russell King, Commissioner Precinct 2, 6A and B, 10:00 a.m. Public hearing regarding Wilson County subdivision regulations. D, discuss take action to approve the revised Wilson County subdivision regulations. I'm asking for a motion to suspend the rules, and we return back to that at 10 o'clock.
Make motion to suspend the rules and return back at 10.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Paradola. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it. We have suspended the rules. Come back at 10 o'clock. Somebody needs to remind me if I go over that.
Yes, sir.
Agenda item number 7. Henry Whitman County Judge discuss take action on accepting ESD number 1, Commissioner George Jones as the treasurer for the ESD, Texas official bond and oath for the amount of $100,000. And I think you have a copy. Is there somebody here from ESD 1? This is a new, Commissioners, this is a new law that was passed in the last legislation requiring that they have this bond. They're just complying with it. We're probably going to see another 2 come through later on from the other ESDs. Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we accept the bond for $100,000 for George Jones on ESD 1.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Paradola, seconded by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 7?
I was just asking Judge that this bond has been paid for by the ESD and we're just ratifying it in court.
That's correct. Part of it is the judge has to oversee it, and then we put it in the clerk's record. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Chief? Agenda item number 8, we have John Scott Aiken, Commissioner Precinct 4, discussion only. Take from the table agenda item number 13 for March 23rd, 2026 Commissioners Court meeting in reference to a requested road closure of County Road 482 and an authorization for the county judge to sign a road use agreement. No action will be taken. So, Commissioner, I take it you want to take it from the table and then so state no action will be taken?
Take it from the table and then just allow it to die, Judge. I want to thank the county attorney's office and Mrs. Huron for diligence and working on this. We just couldn't find any manner to do this that would be able to protect the county and the landowner from liability. And of course, that's major concern for me is not to extend the county any more than we have to. So,
Take it that was a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, second by Commissioner King, take from the table. No discussion, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Go to agenda item number 9. Again, Commissioner Aiken, discussion only, take from the table. Agenda item number 14 from March 23rd, 2026 Commissioners Court, meeting in reference to entering into a road improvement agreement with Clear Fork Creek Solar LLC to improve County Road 482 and to authorize the county judge to sign said agreement. No action will be taken.
motion to take it from the table.
Second.
Motion take from the table made by Commissioner Aiken, second by Commissioner King. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Now you want to so state that you want to take it off the agenda.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it is off the agenda. Agenda item number 10, we have Commissioner Jeffrey Paradola, Precinct 3, discuss and take action on approving leasee's affidavit for Precinct 3, John Deere Motor Grader 770G. And I think y'all have the lease in there.
And this is on the tax exempt on that purchase, is that correct?
Yes, so we should not be paying any property taxes, sales taxes, so this agreement, this affidavit is just stating.
Somehow it didn't get signed when the purchase was done, so I make a motion that we approve the leasee's affidavit for the purchase of the Precinct 3 John Deere Motor Grader 770G.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Paradola, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Any other discussion on this agenda item? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 11, Henry Whitman County Judge. I have Mr. Anthony Delgado from Wilson County Historical Commission Chair. 11A, discuss and take action to approve County Historical Commission recommended 4 business legacy and 1 land legacy award. Mr. Delgado, you have the floor, sir.
Good morning. Thank you, Judge. Commissioners, staff, I come before you this morning representing the Wilson County Historical Commission. And as the agenda says, the purpose of this morning's meeting is really threefold. The first item is to secure the Commissioners Court's approval of the legacy, business, and land award nominations that the Historical Commission has received. For the benefit of the public, 2 years ago, the Historical Commission, in concert with the Commissioners Court, instituted in Wilson County a legacy award recognition program where we in Wilson County recognize businesses that have had continuous operations within the county of 25 or more years, as well as landowners who have had continuous ownership of lands within Wilson County of 75 or more years. Today we have 4 businesses that have been nominated for a Business Legacy Award. We have Conley Memorial Medical Center, who has operated in the county for 66 years. Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Lavernia, 124 years. We have Murray Guarantee Title. This is their 50th anniversary, so they're celebrating 50 years of continuous operations in Wilson County. And Squeaks Convenience Store has 72 years. The criteria for the award is that it need not be the original owners, and the business need not be at the original location, but the business must have continuously operated. So Squeaks, as an example, was actually established in 1954, originally as Al's Food Service. So we thank them and recognize them for their continuous operations. And then a Land Legacy Award for the Bobby and Joe Hastings estate. We have, with their help, identified that they have continuously owned a portion of property out near Stockdale. Was originally the W.C. Minor grant that was issued in 1830s by then the Republic of Texas. We have been able to confirm that they've had ownership since 1887. In talking with Mr. Hastings, they believe they have also documentation that shows they've been owning the property since before Wilson County was established. We'll continue to work with them, but the certificates that we have recognize them for 187 years. Also on the agenda, we have this Saturday the History and Heritage Festival, free, open to the public, it's free for the participants as well. We encourage everybody to come out to the Lauro G. De Leon Event Center. The city of Floresville has graciously given us use of the event center. Again, it's free. The doors will open to the public at 10 o'clock, and we'll continue to celebrate Wilson County history until 5 that day. We do have opening remarks and encourage everybody to be in attendance at 10 o'clock, where we'll have some recognition and some opening remarks by our county judge, as well as the city, the mayor of Floresville. There'll be 30 organizations that will be represented there that day. Those organizations represent our history, and history in Wilson County extends way beyond its establishment in 1860. We've got organizations there that trace their ancestry back to the original First Peoples, when there's archaeological evidence here in Wilson County that those First Peoples lived here as long as 12,000 years ago. They'll be represented. We have the Daughters of the American Revolution, Daughters of the Republic of Texas, the local museums. We'll have the Czech Society, the Polish Heritage Center. Dr. Creech will be giving a presentation on the Freedom Colonies. These were the newly emancipated, formerly enslaved families that established over a dozen Freedom Colonies in Wilson County, and she'll be talking about that as well. Again, Saturday, April the 18th, Lauro G. De Leon Event Center. And then finally, we're required by law to provide an annual report. This is the annual report for 2025 for your Historical Commission. Over 890 accumulated hours by the members of the Historical Commission. Thanks to the Commissioners Court, we had 2 members that attended the Real Places Conference last year and learned quite a bit about how to preserve history within the county. Dr. Creech, our vice chair, was awarded the THC's Preservation Award for her work. We erected in the county Rancho Pataguilla historical marker, which is over on the corner of Peach and Goliath Street. Is that right? We also erected, believe it or not, a marker to the patriots of the American Revolution. We have over 15 families that were once living and ranching in Wilson County during the American Revolution who have been recognized for their service to the American Revolution right here in Wilson County. Last year, Dr. Creech held the second annual, and she held the third annual just a month ago, of the African American Story Gathering Day. We partnered last year with Bexar County and Atascosa County Historical Commission, and we produced part one of the America 250 Symposium by Bexar County, and part two will happen July 31st. We also produced 3 exhibits, which will be on display at the Heritage Event Center, the History and Heritage Festival. Those are the Women of Wilson County, recognizing women in Wilson County from the 18th, 19th, and 20th centuries. We have an exhibit talking about the early ranches, where you can learn the names of those patriots of the American Revolution, the early ranches of Wilson County. And then also Dr. Creech will have an exhibit that she's entitled Slow Walking Texas. That's the latest and greatest from your Historical Commission. And so now we would just ask for your approval of the Legacy Award nominations.
Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on 11A.
Can we put the names back up there?
Looking for the names of
Yeah.
awards.
Trying to get it on the iPad, and I've got it. Make a motion that we nominate Legacy Businesses and Land Awards as following: Conley Memorial Medical Center with 66 years, Manuel Lutheran Church in Lavernia for 124 years, Mary Guarantee Title Company 50 years, Sweet Convenience Store 72 years, and the Land Heritage Bobby Joe Hastings Estate 139 years.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion regarding agenda item 11A? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We'll move to 11B, discussion on only History and Heritage Festival, April 18th, 2026. You got it again. Is that you talking about, or you already did all that?
I did all that, sir.
He did
Wow.
A through Z.
It's done.
Okay, all right. Let me sign these first, though. Include his report on that, too?
Hmm?
Did he do the report?
Did you do a report?
Let's see the report. Anthony, did you do a report included in that? Was your
Yes, sir, the report's been submitted to you as well as the Texas Historical Commission.
Right, sir.
Thank you all so much. Hope to see you Saturday.
Yes. Before I move on to agenda item number 12, I see some folks here from either DFPS, are we somebody from DFPS here, or CAST? Who else do we have here? Because I'm looking at the agenda, and that's why I was going back and forth. They didn't have any, I think we approved your proclamation last. Pretty sure we did, didn't we? And I read it. Oh, we can do that. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna take a look. Yes, we can.
Any bunny ears, and the sheriff is here. All right, ready? Just have you two cameras. Stop and next one after me. 1, 2, 3. Too many rainouts in the baseball world.
We move to agenda item number 12. We have Ray Herrera, our Veteran Service Officer. Discussion only is 2025-2026 second quarter strategic planning review. Herrera, welcome.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Next slide, please. Next slide. So for FY 24-25, we still have some cases still pending. So we have 47 of those pending. 501 have been closed from last fiscal year. So these are things that are going to be coming onto this current fiscal year. Next slide. Everything else, all the slides passes are going to be for this current FY. So from January to March, we have served 286 veterans for cases. Next slide. Forms 351, claims submitted 1,031. Next slide, please. For this fiscal year, we have, again, 286. 17 of those have come back within this fiscal year. 269 of those are new. Active claims, 220, with 66 have been closed within this FY. Next slide, please. Number of constituents, again, 224 appointments, by far the most, since we plan most of our services by appointment. I really want to concentrate more on the interactions. Phones, 518, emails, 190, in person, 332, faxes. Yes, we do send off a few faxes still. Unspecified is going to be more file reviews of the veterans, a total of 1,117 from January to March. I am tracking now more foot traffic, so 460 foot traffic from January to March only. Next slide, please. I really wanted to concentrate for this presentation on the grant itself. Wilco GY6, from January to March, we have 546 contacts, 103 new clients, 162 appointments, 40 unduplicated clients from January to March. When we report, we always want to report unduplicated veterans. Although we do have duplicated ones, when we are looking for our numbers or our mark, it's all unduplicated. There's a breakdown, so a total of 82 clients have been served since September to present time. And there's a breakdown right there just for from January to March. That's the breakdown of the services and what we've paid out. So a total of 70,600 out of the 132,000 that's allotted for direct services. Next slide. ROI for current fiscal year, $1,385,280.31. We've exceeded the department budget by 947%. Our target goal was $2 million for this fiscal year. We've completed 69% of that target, and our ROI since 2023 just above $8 million. Next slide, please. Really, the only thing I really want to talk about, there's a few markers on there, is our services in Lavernia. We've had a good success out there, now being there on Thursdays. We're still seeing people there. We have a good relationship now with that MOU with the PD and the city of Lavernia. I also want to talk about the challenges of the appointments canceled and rescheduled. These are constituents that reached back out to us and canceled their appointments. It is 67, it is pretty high, but now I'm incorporating our intake and our grant for people who are canceling. So we're all going by appointments and they're canceling along with them. So that's why you see that number a lot higher. And that concludes my presentation.
I'm glad that that program's working.
Well-
The one that we have for the Veterans Assistance, that grant that we got. So
Yes.
we've already expended 70,000 of the 130 that we got.
Correct. We're right above 50% of it. Our mark was 100 people serviced, and I think we're at 82. So we're going to exceed that amount. I looked at the grant allows 6,000 per household. And if I were to give that to every applicant, we would only service 22. So we had to kind of make a little bit more restrictions, and that's why it's $1,000 per applicant.
What does that come up, there's a renewal process, it's gonna come up again?
That's correct, Judge. We've already refiled or resubmitted our application, and we're going to find out next month in May, and I'll give that information in my next presentation if we're approved or not. But the likelihood, we did pass the preliminary stage, so typically that's a good sign. It's just now reviewing our current application and putting that in process.
Questions? As always, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And item number 13, we move to discussion only briefing from Spa Glass personnel regarding the Expo Arena collapse and move it forward to repair. Good morning, Jim. Good morning.
Morning, Judge and Commissioners. I'm Jason Smith. I'm the president of Spa Glass San Antonio. Been with Spa Glass for 26 years and been in this role for 10, so it's a treat to be here. With me today is Mike Bynum, our project executive for the project. Just to kind of put things in scale for us to get the briefing started, over the state of Texas, or across the state of Texas, Spa Glass, about a third of what we've done the last 2 years is civic work. So these relationships and projects are very important to our maintenance of business continuity, and it's important to get them right. First, I'd like to lead off by saying we're very apologetic and empathetic, and quite frankly, we're sorry to put you in this position, and that we're all dealing with something nobody expected to have happen. I can assure you, you have the full support of Spa Glass to honor our commitment to complete our agreement under the GMP as we've committed ourselves to. That comes from me, and it comes from my superiors. Our CEO, our COO, we're involved in a weekly call to make sure that this job gets back on track the way it's supposed to be. Mike's going to walk us through a couple of details of what's transpired since March 4th, and I think more importantly, what the plan is to get us back where the project should be. I'll let Mike walk through that, and then we can kind of field some discussion.
Good morning. Thanks for having us. Next slide, please. Again, the incident happened on March 4th. Conditions partially cloudy. Consistent winds 15 to 18 miles an hour with gusts leading up to 50 miles per hour. Parties on site were our P&B contractor, our pre-engineered metal building, and Spa Glass contractors at that time. We're proud to say at the outcome there was no fatalities, no injuries, no public personnel or property injured or damaged at the time. And we have completely demoed and removal of the pre-engineered metal building. So the entire structure itself has been removed, and we will start over from scratch with the structural steel. We won't be recycling any of that. Next slide, please. Here's just a brief picture overview of the P&B post-incident. Next slide, please. What felt like an eternity once the building laid over until the time we got to demo it. A lot has happened in that timeline. We voluntarily reached out to OSHA. We had them visit on the job site twice. From there, we've had several third-party forensics engineers on site to try to pinpoint exactly the issue at hand. And just make sure everyone has time to review the existing conditions and try to come to a root cause analysis from there. Since this time, we have terminated our existing pre-engineered metal building contractor. Since then, we have recontracted with a new pre-engineered metal building contractor to move forward. Next slide, please. To kind of get out of the rearview mirror, to get to the windshield here, we are still holding commitment to be able to finish by the end of 2026. What we're trying to do right now is strategically get some work in place. We've been continuing to work since the incident. Anything outside 20 foot of the building pad, we've gone and put in place our primary electrical, our detention ponds, things of that nature are still moving forward. Now that we're wrapping up that scope of work, we're starting to get into some different ways, changing our sequence that we were originally planning to construct the building, getting our CMU in site and getting that erected at this time. So that way when our new pre-engineered metal building shows up, all that work's been completed. We can focus on just erecting that building, trimming it out, and turning over this product, like Jason said, by December 18th. So it's just kind of a highlight of where we were, what's been happening since then, and kind of the windshield of where we're going right now. So I think that's all we have today, unless we need to answer some questions.
So I just want to tell both of you gentlemen, your superintendents out there are fantastic. They have kept us apprised. They're doing a good job. And we're grateful nobody was hurt or killed. Because when I got out there, I didn't expect to hear that nobody was hurt. I was expecting somebody to be hurt bad. But Yvonne and Tim really are on it. I think they're beating themselves up a little bit because they think it was on their watch, but they have no control over that. But we have our bi-weekly meetings, and they're very thorough. And we're appreciative of that because they keep us on track as well.
I want to thank y'all for coming out here and talking to the public as well. Yes, Tim and Yvonne have done great out there, and y'all's communication to myself and the judge has been spot on. So I truly appreciate y'all coming out and reaching out as much as y'all do. Thank y'all.
Judge and Commissioner, thank you. Tim and I, coincidentally, we're both Wilson County residents, and so we're, he's proud to be working on a project that's
Yvonne is too now.
Yvonne lives here now. Any other questions, Commissioner? Well, guys, thank you so much, and I guess you know that we're on that timeline. If you can do that, because of the funding is supposed to be expended by the end of the year, which I think you all will make it. I don't have a problem with that. But as a precaution, I have notified Washington and that department and let them know of the circumstances. I have not heard back from them. I expect that it's going to be good. So end up having to go a little bit longer, which I don't think we will, but I just want to make sure that they don't claw back funding for this bill. I want that to be transparent to the public about that.
Judge, thank you. No, so there's usually in these situations that we don't come across these very common at all, but when incidents come up, there's consequences that are direct and everybody sees them right away, and then there are indirect consequences. And so timing of funding, kind of indirect consequence. So thank you for your extra help to make sure that happens right, and our diligence is here to make sure the deadline of the end of the year gets met.
We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. It's very good work out there, so, except for that building collapsing, but
We're honored to be
saw it
here.
that morning. He and I just left a meeting and we snapshotted and said, God, they're starting to put steel siding up on it. And then that afternoon that happened. We're anxious to see this beautiful building go up. Be good for the county. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Move to agenda item number 14. We have Blake Liedke, our Constable Precinct 3, discuss take action on an interagency agreement between Wilson County Office of Emergency Management and Wilson County Constable Precinct 3 and designate Wendy Grant to be the PIO per House Bill 33.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Constable Liedke. Just a couple of quick things. In the last session in House Bill 33, they require in the Uvalde Strong Act that majority of the departments have a PIO now. They state you can either be one or appoint one or have an agreement with one. At this point, I'm went into agreement with Wendy, the emergency management, and what I basically need it signed to say that we both agree that we're going to do that.
She's already the designee for us already for emergency management.
Correct. This is just paperwork saying that that's an agreement between the two of us in case somebody.
Okay. I get it. It's good. He's already designated, but he's going to sign an MOU with her, and we just need a motion on that to accept that.
I'll make a motion that we accept an MOU between the Constable Precinct 3, Mr. Liedke, and designate Wendy Grant to be the PIO.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? So, you may not be able to answer this. What about the other three constables? Who did they want to use?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, all right.
They better find somebody though.
Okay. I'll get a hold of them and see what they want to do.
The state requires somebody.
Okay, yeah, bring it on over here.
I got it.
All right, before I sign it, going to call for a vote. No, if there's no other discussion. All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Ms. Huron, I've already read this, or you looked at it?
She's already got it.
Gentlemen, y'all wanna look at it? Good? Okay,
I'll come sign it. You just gotta go there.
yeah. All right, agenda item number 15. Again, we have our constable, Blake Liedke. Discussion only, racial profiling report per occupations code 1701-164.
Yep, come to find out, per the occupations code, that the racial profiling report that we fill out and send to TCOL every year also has to get sent to the governing agency. All of this is me giving it to the governing agency. Answer any questions.
I'll do that too, correct? Gotta ask you, okay. All right, so you just wanted to let us know what you're doing on
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. Just that's what I'm putting into the record.
Okay, very good, all right. Any questions, of the constable, for discussion on it?
Questions here?
All right, sir, thank you very much.
Good job, Constable.
Good job. Move to agenda item number 16, Lou Serato, our Permanent Development Director, Rule 16A. Let's go to 16A1. I'm gonna name them off. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm gonna name those. 16A1, Utility Permit 879 Frontier, Carrizo Subdivision to Arched Oak Subdivision, review and approve. Utility Permit 880 Frontier Precinct 1, 70 Subdivision, review and approve. Utility Permit 882 Frontier Precinct 1, Eagle Creek Ranch Subdivision, review and approve. Oh, Utility, there's a combine there, I'll do that on 4. Utility Permit 884 Frontier Precinct 1, Eagle Creek Ranch Subdivision, review and approve. Utility Permit, number 7, Utility Permit 885 Frontier Precinct 1, Creekwood Park Subdivision, review and approve.
Okay, so you're gonna do 883 on 4, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
should we just go ahead and throw that in there too? Okay, so let's do that, Commissioner. 16.5, be Utility Permit 883 Frontier, but it also has Precinct 4 in it, but it has Precinct 1, so we could come back to that again. Eagle Creek Ranch Subdivision to Estates of Eagle Creek, review and approve. We'll just approve both of those things.
I spoke to Commissioner Martin, and he is good with these, so I'll make a motion for utility permit 879 from Frontier, utility permit 880, utility permit 882, utility permit 883 on his behalf, utility permit 884, utility permit 885.
Second.
Commissioner Aiken, you're good with the 4 he called on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Have any other discussion regarding these agenda items? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Go to 16A3, Frontier, Permit 881, Frontier Precinct 2, County Road 302, review and approve.
I'll make a motion to approve utility permit 881 for County Road 302.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perodolo. Have any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to agenda item 16A8, permit 886, Sunco Water Supply Corporation, Precinct 4, County Road 477, review and approve.
I've inspected the site. Make a motion that we accept utility permit 886.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken and seconded by Commissioner Perodolo. Is there any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to agenda item 16B, non-standard plats variances. 1, County Road 361, 976 Precinct 3, Schoenfeld. Discuss and take action.
Yes, and I just want to make a correction on your paper. It was given a favorable recommendation. I accidentally highlighted the unfavorable, but there is wording at the bottom, motion made for a favorable recommendation. Mr. and Mrs. Schoenfeld were in attendance at the review committee to represent the proposed split of their 1.99 current tract into a 1 acre tract into a 0.99 acre tract. What Mr. Schoenfeld is proposing to do is to split the property financially so that he can refinance and then build on the other property to build rental properties. This is not a platted subdivision, so he's within his right to do that. He did get it surveyed out. It showed setback lines. He's essentially doing this the correct way. He doesn't have current plans to sell the property. He will be keeping the property at this time. This is just for financial, to refinance and to build his rental properties. Like I said, this was given a favorable recommendation through our review committee, and Mr. Commissioner Perdola agreed. And they are here in attendance too, if you have any questions for them.
Okay, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the non-standard plat for County Road 361-976 for Schoenfeld in Precinct 3.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner King. Have any other discussion regarding this agenda item, being B1? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Move to agenda item number 17, Russell King, Commissioner Precinct 2, discuss, take action, and to go into negotiations on the Phelps Building on South Highway 181 for the City of Floresville and FEDC. I think this is proper to go into executive session, so I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Can we finish this in
Before we
17
do that,
minutes?
Judge,
I'm sorry, what do we got? Oh,
9:43 at 17 minutes till we do
thanks
this.
for reminding me.
Can we suspend that?
Let's suspend the rule on this right now, and then we'll come back to it.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rule on item 17.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. All those in favor say aye to suspend the rule.
Aye.
All those against, nay. All right, we will move on. Sheriff, can you do it in 15 minutes, sir? Agenda item number 18, Jim Stewart, County Sheriff, discuss take action on required resolution to apply for Senate Bill 8 grant.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, in order to apply for Senate Bill 8 grant funding, this resolution is a requirement for me to turn in before applying for that grant. You want me to read the resolution, sir?
Sure, go ahead, sir.
Order resolution, whereas the 89th Texas Legislature enacted Senate Bill 8 effective January 1st, 2026, codified in relevant part as Chapter 753 of Texas Government Code, relating to immigration, law enforcement agreements between certain sheriffs and the federal government, and establishing a grant program to cover certain costs of implementing these agreements. And whereas Subchapter C of Chapter 753 establishes a grant program administered by the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts to support sheriffs participating in immigration law enforcement agreements under Texas Government Code 753-051, and whereas pursuant to Texas Government Code 753.103, the sheriff awarded grant funds under that subchapter must use such grant funds only for authorized costs associated with participating in the applicable immigration law enforcement agreement that are not reimbursed by the federal government. And whereas Texas Government Code 753-105 expressly provides in relation to money received from a grant awarded to the sheriff under this subchapter, the Commissioner's Court of the County Sheriff serves, the County Sheriff serves may not reduce the appropriation of the Sheriff's Office in response to the Sheriff's receiving the grant, and whereas the Commissioner's Court of Wilson County, Texas desires to formally acknowledge and affirm its compliance with Chapter 753 Texas Government Code, and to provide a clear public record that any grant funds awarded to the sheriff under Senate Bill 8 shall supplement and shall not be served as a basis to reduce the sheriff's office budget appropriated by the county in response to receipt of these grant funds.
Is that the one we had to get the designated checking account for?
Yes.
Okay. Any motion on agenda item number 18, Commissioner?
I'll make a motion to got the resolution to apply, Sheriff's Department to apply for Senate Bill 8 grant.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. We have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 18? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 19, we have our County Sheriff Jim Stewart, Sheriff's Office Progress Report.
Thank you. Progress report this month, you'll find my office's racial profiling report, as required by statute for us to present. Looking at the report, I don't know if any of y'all have had a chance to look at it. Looking at the report, I don't see any areas of concern as far as racial profiling. Our percentages pretty much look like they match our local demographics as far as race.
Charlie, stop.
And also as part of my progress report, my office is in process of probably selling about 10 of the vehicles that are past life, and moving forward, we're putting those on auction. And a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, just equipment-wise.
Okay, any questions of the Sheriff?
Just one, Sheriff, if we lose a vehicle, are we able to recycle the lights or anything out of that, the cages or anything?
In a lot of the ones now, we are being able to recycle some of the equipment, yes.
So we can get some of that money back? Okay, I just want to make sure we're doing that. That's all I got.
Thank you, Sheriff. Agenda item number 20, we have Genevieve Martinez, County Clerk, discuss take action on Commissioners Court minutes. We'll look those over right quick. Entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for 9 March 2026 and 23 March of 2026.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 20?
I had one correction. The first agenda item, item number 16, 1, 2, and 4, I had written down that it was motion by Commissioner King and then seconded by Commissioner Martin instead of Commissioner Perdola.
What item number, what?
Item number 16 on the first agenda listed. And what happened was, I believe both men said at the same time, and you said, I'm gonna give that one to Commissioner Martin. And minor technicality, but it's just,
Motion by Commissioner Martin, second by Commissioner King. It was voted unanimously. Permit 07, is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know,
16A.
the first one,
Oh, 16A. Motion of Commissioner King, second by Commissioner Martin. It was voted unanimously to approve permit 8.
okay, then if you do have Martin on the paperwork is different from my sheet
Yeah, I have it on there.
on the iPad.
I have Commissioner Martin on.
Okay.
Okay. Any other discussion regarding the minutes? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Sign these. Ms. Moots, you're next on the agenda. Do you think you can do it in 10 minutes? Okay, come on. Agenda item number 21, we have Christina Moots, County Treasurer, discuss take action on the resolution amending authorized representatives for text pool.
It's a lot of words. No, basically what this is just changing the representatives on text pool, keeping myself, removing our previous county auditor, and now adding our interim county auditor, Kristen Novis. And they need the form, and that's what this is. So of course I've added myself again and needing to fill out her information to remove previous and add her on there. That's all it is.
We'll entertain a motion, Commissioners, on agenda item number 21.
I'll make a motion to accept a resolution amending the authorized representative for text pool.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Is there any other discussion regarding agenda item 21? None? Call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Thank you, ma'am.
I do have it. Do you want to sign it now?
Ms. Bodiford here today? Agenda item number 22, we have Jaylen Bodiford, Human Resource Specialist, presentation of payroll and personnel changes, but she's not here. So at this moment, just be on the side of caution, I'm going to temporarily suspend our regular meeting. Time is 9:53 until we can return back to agenda item number 6 for a public hearing. So at this time, we are temporarily adjourned from regular session.
Yeah, I would think, not only that is, it's gonna be a public hearing of this, so if it takes you longer, it's not gonna be a big. Unless you wanna chime in on our Wilson County subdivision development list.
Agenda item number 6 for a 10 o'clock public hearing regarding Wilson County subdivision regulations. Commissioner King, you have the floor.
Yeah, so we've been in contact with our outside counsel and our current county attorneys as well, and commissioners. We've all went through these regulations, updated them to state records. So we're following the state law and what legislation has for us as well. So I know all the commissioners have been through this whole stack of what's been going on for a whole year of trying to get regulations rewritten. Actually, a little bit longer than that. But does anybody have any concerns or questions while the floor is open?
Okay, we're gonna open up to public speaking. Ms. Kibbe, I apologize. That's why I went over there and checked.
My frustration is that we hold a public hearing that says we're going to amend the subdivision regulations, but there is nothing available to the public ahead of time, or even right now, as to what the proposed amendments are that you're supposed to take comment, public comment. So no rational person knows what to do. It feels like I'm being treated like a mushroom. Do you know what a mushroom does? I'll try to cut this and make it nice for the public. But you keep them in the dark, you feed them a lot of dung, and they multiply like the dickens. Okay? There should be, when you're going to do this kind of a public hearing, there should be where maybe what they could do would be where where you're having the agenda, you'd have a link on the agenda that would then take you to the proposed changes. So you could read them before you showed up, much less read them before you get gone and you have to find out later. There needs to be a way for the public to access what the proposed changes are. For instance, last time I had to deal with this was when my kids were ending up with the property that my in-laws had owned it. And I was dividing it between, I was helping my kids divide it between them. And we went over to find out, and luckily we didn't have to go through the whole subdivision process because there were enough acreage, and they were both family, and there was a little paragraph we could do that. I don't know if that paragraph is being changed. Now, it's not going to be an issue for my kids, but it might be an issue for somebody's kids, and those kinds of things we just don't know. So I want to encourage the county to do a better job on its public hearings as to provide the public the information they're asking for the public's comments on. Thank you.
We did have 2 open meetings.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah, we did have 2 open meetings.
Posted two different
Posted two
agendas
different
for
meetings.
open meetings and stated that there was a possibility of a quorum, which there was. All of the commissioners were in attendance at both of the meetings. But that doesn't take away what you're talking about is there the ability to try to get this stuff put on the web in advance? So that people can take a look at it and go, is it something I want to go?
And I think it's just a matter of telling your technical people to make that adjustment. I don't think this is a big deal as far as how you manage to make it happen. But this is the second public hearing within the last month that I couldn't find the information being discussed for changes before the public hearing. And that's really frustrating.
Is this the one we had the TAC attorney extensive research? So county sought outside counsel, correct? Okay. I knew that.
We have any more comments?
Any other public comments regarding this agenda item? Move to 6B, discuss take action to approve the revised Wilson County subdivision regulations.
I will make a motion to approve the revised subdivision regulations.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding 6B? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Motion to come out of public hearing.
Motion to come out of public hearing.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it. We are now back at 10:05. We're back into regular court session. And we will move to agenda item 23. The
17.
You wanted
17.
You wanted to go to 7, that's right. Thank you. 17, Russell King, Commissioner Precinct 2, discuss take action to go into negotiations in the Phelps Building on South Highway 181 with the City of Floresville and FEDC.
Make a motion to go into executive session with county attorney and Ms. Labus.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Baradola to go into executive session. Time is 10:06 a.m. and we are going to retreat to executive session. Do we have a recording? time is 10:31 a.m. and we're out of executive session now in regular order of agendas. Give me a minute here to sign these and entertain a motion. Yes, ma'am. Which ones need signs?
I'll make a motion to come out of executive session and back into general session.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken to come out of executive session and come back into regular order. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Carries. We're back in regular session. I will now entertain a motion on agenda item 17.
I'll make a motion to go into negotiation with FEDC on the Phelps Building on South Highway 181.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 17? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. This just for negotiations, just so the public knows. That's it. Okay. I already mentioned 22, Ms. Boderberg's not here. Agenda item number 23, we have Ms. Kristen Labus, interim county auditor, discuss and take action on a budget amendment transferring funds within Constable Precinct 3 Department for fiscal year 2025-2026 budget. No additional county funds are requested. This amendment only allocates existing budgeted funds.
Okay, this budget amendment transfers existing funds from Constable Precinct 3's undercover sting operation expense and the miscellaneous line item to the clothing/uniform and supplies line item. The reallocation is intended to cover the purchase of a bulletproof vest required under T Code 211.16, as well as addressing overages and supply line items for operational needs. No additional county funds are requested. This amendment only reallocates existing budgeted funds.
Constable, just so that the public knows what you're doing, and it's because of a statute that came out, just explain to the public why.
The reason this is happening is the T-Toll statute 21116 to continue to be an agency or be an agency partly requires that the agency provide a within NIG standard and within the warranty period bullet resistant vest.
Yeah, and I've read that statute. I believe you brought it to me last year, and there's a lot of things that constables need to bring up to speed, and I appreciate you staying on top of yours, so.
There's a lot of things.
Right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number, budget amendment, agenda item number 23.
I'll make a motion to make a budget amendment transferring funds within Constable Precinct 3's department for fiscal year 2025-2026 budget.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 23? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. This is same.
Oh,
I don't
I'll
know.
get the budget.
Okay, let me sign it again, just,
bills.
is this the same one that I just signed? It is, isn't it?
Yes.
want me to do, okay, let me, here, I'll do this one again. We'll put that one up there. Move to agenda item number 24. We have Christine Lavas, interim county auditor, discussion only, distribution of March 2026 auditor financial report.
This is just going over our financials for the month of March. So the first page is going to be our expenses. Second page will be our revenues. The next few pages will be the summary of our appropriations. And then you will see our bank balances of March 1st for all of our accounts. And then the last page will be our outstanding debt.
Ms. Lopes, when is our audit going to be complete?
When is our audit going to be complete? We are actually, he's coming down next week to start the field work. So I wouldn't anticipate them being done until probably June,
Okay,
maybe beginning of July.
okay. What's your plans to get started on budgeting this year? When do you want to get started?
So the appraisal district is, they should be getting our preliminary numbers to us by the end of April. I'll have to sit down with John, who handles all the tax
still want to do it along with the workshops where everybody comes in and presents?
Yes, so.
I think that worked out good.
In the past, I believe emails were sent out, to all the department heads, so we'll probably still do that. But then this year, I believe we want to start doing workshops.
Okay.
To sit down with each department.
Y'all were good with that procedure last year, guys?
I think sitting down with them and actually getting to know their numbers a little bit harder this year than previous years, really good.
Okay, any questions of Ms. Labus for agenda item number 24? Okay, hearing none, we'll move to agenda item number 25, discuss and take action on the county bills.
Bill total is $447,894.42.
Kristen, on page 2, what is that activity about at the top? I'm in some West Palm Beach, one day in.
Are you looking at the bank,
Yeah.
credit card statement?
Like somebody may have went to training maybe, or maybe that's, we sent somebody to training.
Okay, yes, that is for a hotel stay.
Who?
That's for the sheriff's department. If you look on the first page, where you have Sheriff Patman, that's just a continuation on that second page.
pay for meals?
What? I was looking at that.
I mean, there's all kind of meals on here. Lucy Tequilas, Mexican in Schulenburg, Mexican Grill in Yoakum, McDonald's in Hallettsville.
That is, when they go to training, the county does reimburse for meals where they do pay for meals. When they have overnight conferences, days, the county does.
What's their limited days? 50, 70?
I'm sorry, what was
How much of that can they spend a day for meals?
So the per diem is $50, but not to exceed $25 per meal.
Per purchase.
All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept the bills for $447,894.42.
Second.
Made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Do you have any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, the motion passes. Agenda item number 26, Commissioners Court. 26A, announcements by Commissioner Court, or B, status updates, information only. Commissioners, do we have any information we need to share with the public?
I heard about the show barn, so we're moving forward on that. And we will keep in touch and let everybody know what's going on.
Any major projects y'all want to announce?
Major, just,
Not major?
yeah.
Consistent.
Okay. All right, a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, we are adjourned at 10:52